Welcome back to my channel. How good is your general knowledge? Are you ready for 50 interesting general knowledge questions all about the human body? Don't forget to subscribe. Let's get started. What is the largest organ in the human body? Liver, heart, or skin? Skin. How many bones are in the adult human body? 206, 300, or 150? (206). Which organ pumps blood throughout the body? Kidneys, lungs, or heart? Heart. What is the main function of the lungs? Digestion, breathing, or thinking? Breathing. Which part of the body contains the brain? Chest, abdomen, or head? Head. How many chambers does the human heart have? 4, 2, or 6? Four. What is the hardest substance in the human body? Tooth enamel, bone, cartilage? Tooth enamel. Which sense is associated with the eyes? Hearing, sight, touch? Sight? What is the main function of the stomach? Digesting food, pumping blood, filtering air? Digesting food. How many teeth does an adult human typically have? 28, 36, or 32? 32. Which organ filters waste from the blood? Pancreas, lungs, or kidneys? Kidneys. What is the largest bone in the human body? Femur, spine, or skull? Femur. Which part of the body is responsible for balance? Hands, nose, or ears? Ears. What carries oxygen in the blood? Red blood cells, platelets, or white blood cells? Red blood cells. Which organ produces insulin? Liver, pancreas, or stomach? Pancreas. What is the outer layer of the skin called? Dermis, subcutaneous, or epidermis? Epidermis. How many pairs of ribs does a human have? 12, 14, or 10? 12. Which sense is associated with the tongue? Smell, taste, or hearing? Taste. What is the main function of the small intestine? Storing food, absorbing nutrients, or pumping blood? Absorbing nutrients. Which part of the eye controls the amount of light entering? Cornea, retina, or iris? Iris. What is the scientific name for the windpipe? Trachea, esophagus, or bronchus? Trachea. Which organ stores bile? Gallbladder, pancreas, or liver? Gallbladder. How many vertebrae are in the human spine? 26, 33, or 40? 33. What protects the brain from injury? Skull, ribs, or pelvis? Skull. Which muscle helps you breathe? Bicep, quadricep, or diaphragm? Diaphragm. What is the smallest bone in the human body? Radius, stapes, or femur? Stapes. Which system includes the heart and blood vessels? Digestive system, nervous system, or circulatory system? Circulatory system. What is the liquid part of blood called? Lymph, plasma, or serum? Plasma. Which organ is responsible for thinking and memory? Brain, heart, or liver? Brain. What connects muscles to bones? Ligaments, cartilage, or tendons? Tendons. Which part of the body produces red blood cells? A spleen, bone marrow, or kidneys? Bone marrow. What is the main function of the large intestine? Absorbing water, digesting proteins, or producing bile? Absorbing water. Which sense is associated with the nose? Smell, touch, or sight? Smell. What is the name of the thigh bone? Humerus, tibia, or femur? Femur. Which organ helps regulate body temperature? Skin, lungs, or heart? Skin. How many kidneys does a human typically have? 1, 2, or 3? 2. What is the main function of white blood cells? Carrying oxygen, fighting infection, or clotting blood? Fighting infection. Which part of the brain controls movement? Brainstem, cerebrum, or cerebellum? Cerebellum. What is the name of the tube that connects the mouth to the stomach? Trachea, ureter, or esophagus? Esophagus. Which organ helps break down carbohydrates? Liver, spleen, or pancreas? Pancreas. What is the clear part of the eye that covers the iris? Cornea, retina, or lens? Cornea. Which system controls hormones in the body? Endocrine system, respiratory system, or nervous system? Endocrine system. What is the name of the upper arm bone? Ulna, radius, or humerus? Humerus. Which organ removes carbon dioxide from the blood? Kidneys, liver, or lungs? Lungs. What is the main function of the spleen? Filtering blood, digesting food, or pumping blood? Filtering blood. Which part of the body contains the vocal cords? Larynx, pharynx, or trachea? Larynx. What is the name of the tissue that cushions joints? Ligament, cartilage, or tendon? Cartilage. Which organ produces bile to help digest fats? Pancreas, stomach, or liver? Liver. How many lungs does a human have? 1, 2, or 3? 2. What is the name of the system that includes the brain and spinal cord, circulatory system, skeletal system, or nervous system? Nervous system. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for the next fun quiz. See you next time.